I established the group probably 2 or 3 years ago, but for a year, I'm really active, getting more and more people together. So let's say a year.
That's nice. That's nice. And then you're a coach yourself?
Yes, I am. I actually started my career like 12 years ago or even more. And
Uh-huh.
I have been a brand manager in an international company. Then I quit and I started working with coaches and entrepreneurs. And over the last couple of years, my experience is super, super vast because
Mm.
it has been a lot of work with huge companies, with startups, with coaches who are some of them very established, some of them just starting. So pretty much all of it when it comes to
Mm.
marketing, sales, building
Love it.
offer suites, mainly scaling because most of my clients are in the scaling phase.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, like I noticed your group, there is like, some engagement and all that. There's so many Facebook group these days. And then
Yeah.
there's a lot that are, there's a lot of people but no engagement. And I'm like, what's the point? If we're all in there and there's no engagement. But yours, I found that there's a certain level of engagement that I like. So, and then I saw randomly that you were doing the call today, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
just jump on it. Let's just see, what it is, and
Yeah, a
yeah,
couple of things I would say here. First of all, I would say do not fall for the engagement as a metric of success because, yes, it is
yeah,
important because engagement is what makes the algorithm understand, okay, this person is interesting and to boost, to distribute the content more. However, I'm telling this to everyone who is asking me this question, like 90% or even more of the high ticket clients I personally ever got never ever commented on anything.
mm,
Never ever. So, especially those people who are, already making multi six figures in my
yeah,
case, like my ideal client, people who are already working, they do not waste their time scrolling all day and
true.
commenting everywhere. They are busy, they have their clients. So, what is important is that your hook is hyper powerful and actually speaks to them in a way that is going to make them want to read your post, and then the rest of the post or the video content, whatever you're posting, to actually make them want what you have to offer and actually say, okay, this is the person who I'm going to hire. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, engagement is important for us to be able to get more visible. This is how the algorithm works, but I wouldn't how to say, I wouldn't obsess over it.
No, that's such a good point that you're making, actually. I never saw the thing this way. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, that so usually the people that you talk about, they find you by your content and then they reach out to you or you reach out to them, or because if they're not the type of scrolling and commenting, how do they get in contact with you?
Yeah, so the interesting thing is, I'm posting content and especially video content because to me is personally to me is very difficult to say something really valuable and transformative in a reel or
Yes,
even
yes, you
sometimes in a
cannot,
post.
right?
I think, how do I do this in a post? Although
Yeah.
I know content perfectly and I have so many clients results where with a couple of pieces of content they start signing clients and a lot of like high ticket clients. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel the most the best and that I can give the best of myself when I'm doing like long form video content. So you're
Mm-hmm.
going to see that I'm doing a lot of lives. I love doing these calls for connection because nowadays, especially with AI, I feel that we are going to get fed up with
Oh
all
yeah.
this AI.
Oh
And I
yeah.
feel that we the humans are going to start looking for real connection more and
Connection.
more and more.
100%.
So I prefer doing lives, being able to go live for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even 40 minutes. Most of my lives are even probably 40 to 60 minutes. And when I'm posting this content, I'm also repurposing this on YouTube, and then
Mhm.
people find me, they will either DM me or they even find my email. I'm like, how the hell you found my email? But,
That's
or
the best surprise,
yeah,
right?
people just find me, and that's why many people are telling me, yeah, but I don't want to give too much. And I'm like, but look, people are not going to implement it. We're watching, there is so much free content. You basically can
Oh, yeah.
build a whole business with
I
what is
mean,
available
that's not
as
what people need
information.
anymore. They don't need
Yeah,
information.
but you need to work with someone, because when we're posting content, of course, it's more in general. What's the situation in general? But everyone has their own thoughts, beliefs, their own
Exactly.
situations that are happening
Exactly.
in the
At the end
journey.
of the day, the content you can only, I mean, you can share general and you can share a story from someone else or yours. And then
Yeah,
if someone connect with it, well, they might engage with you with what you said, right? But then again, like you mentioned, everybody has their own, system and limiting
yeah.
belief and life experience. And that's not something that you can, craft or, you have to work with them. And that's why I like the
Do you
personal.
know what I was thinking about this recently? Although there is this timeless marketing principles
Yeah.
and messaging and sales, although it is the same strategy, it is unique for every client, and every
Yeah.
time it's the same, but it's so different, even
Yeah.
if it's like two business coaches or two healthcare coaches, or
Nobody would ever do the
always
same. No
unique to the person and their business model. Tell me more about you. This call is meant to be
Yeah, yeah. I was
well,
just curious to look at everything that you
and we
built.
have
Yeah.
like
Well, mhm.
we have
Is
like
there?
5 or 6 people who registered, but
Yeah.
also 2 weeks ago there were again a couple of people registered. Only one person showed, but anyway, I found it very interesting. I'm also going to feature you in the Success Circle and in my on my YouTube channel. So I
Mhm.
would ask you to send me a short bio for you. So I'm going to feature you and tell me
Oh,
all
thank
about.
you. Sweet. Okay, I will. I will. Amazing. Well, I
Yeah,
always love to jump on the call, and at least even if I connect with one person, that's amazing. So, on my
yeah.
end, I've been going through a lot of revamping. So, for the last 3 months, I've been focusing on rebuilding my business. So, I used to be in the financial industry for the past 3 years as a financial consultant, financial educator. However, I thought that this field wasn't maybe where I wanted to stay anymore, as I was doing a lot of personal work, a lot of like inner work, personal growth, development journey. I went to spirituality, energetic work, and things like that. I realized that maybe this work was something that was way more needed, in the marketplace. And exactly like you said, like I really feel like with the AI content that's gonna happen, like a lot of people are craving authenticity, human
Yeah,
connection,
yeah.
authenticity, talking to someone, right? So I saw the not only the need for the work that I do in the energetic works, I really focus on helping ambitious women who feel disconnected from themselves. Like they did all the personal development work, but somehow they feel that there's something deeper down the line. So I want to help them uncover who they truly are underneath the expectation, the roles, the programming, the conditioning that they've been carrying sometimes for years, and all of that so they can create an authentic life and a freedom-based life. So that's about the work that I decide to do. I've been creating this business for the past 3 months. I launched my first cohort. I'm supporting 3 beautiful women in their transformation journey so far. And yeah, for me right now, it's all about putting the word out there, spreading, having visibility, people seeing my content, and see who I can support and which beautiful women are going to come into my space.
This is so wonderful, and this is why we are having this call, so you can present yourself, your work, to actually, because the more people are seeing you in different places, different groups, the more they hear. And now when you're going to be featured, all these like over 1,000 humans inside the success circle are going to learn more about you, about your work. So tell me, when a woman comes to you, what's the most common thing, or these three women that you're currently guiding through this transformation, can you say like they come with this and this, like they feel like,
Mm-hmm.
how do
Well,
they feel?
yeah, I love that. So, what's funny is that we could think that the things are different in terms of what there is to work on, but actually it's like more like the story or the surface level is different, but the underneath root is similar. And usually what happens is that a lot of those women have been carrying a lot of responsibility. So they've been, hyper independent, like I was as well. So all of those work that I do, it's something that I experienced myself as well, right? So I went through the journey for me for the past 10 years plus. And so there is this hyper independence that the woman wants to do everything by yourself, or don't really want to ask for help, this thing like that. There is usually a lack of self-trust, self-belief in themselves. I have a lady that wants, start a business, put the word out there, but somehow she finds herself procrastinating. So we're going to get to the root of that for her to fully trust in herself, trust in her own voice, right? Then we have also this common belief that some people that I had too, we somehow, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but basically that everything that we do in our life, whatever we want to achieve, we want a business, we want a relationship, we want, a beautiful house, whatever it is, it's actually to fulfill a need and a desire that we have underneath, right? It's never truly about the thing. It's about the feeling that the thing we think will get us, right? So I see so many people, and that's one of the mistakes that I did as well, waiting or chasing the thing. I'm going to be a successful business owner, right? I want to make 10K months, let's say. And I'm going to chase, and I'm not going to be happy, enjoy, or whatever it is until I reach that goal.
Yeah.
But what I learned from me when I operated this way is that I became miserable because I was just working, working, working. I wasn't enjoying my life. I wasn't having hobbies. I wasn't seeing my friends anymore because I had the belief that building a 10K months business was requiring sacrifice, hard work, and I couldn't enjoy the process alongside it. And when I learned for myself and when I help women to reframe that, if we can actually embody the woman who is already fulfilled. Because let's imagine if we were already made 10K months, how would we be feeling? Probably happy, fulfilled, satisfied, right? Like I just take that as an example. We wouldn't be stressing, for money. We wouldn't be stressing about, the next client. We will be in that state of already fulfillment and enjoyment. So that's what I help women bring out, be able to build this business from that place, from that frequency, and then everything ripples effect and unfold afterwards.
Yeah, the thing is that, yeah, I will take the example you're giving. Like when I reach 10K months, yeah, when you reach 10K months, you're going to understand that 10K is absolutely nothing, and this money goes on expenses and taxes and your day-to-day life. So then again, if you're not having it in yourself, like I am successful, I have achieved, blah, 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 you're going to be even more miserable because then you're going to say, yeah, I thought now I will be happy, but now I'm even more miserable. So why is that happening? And it's very important to find the balance and the strength and everything in ourselves because yeah, money will buy you a better house, a better car, but there are, I'm working with people who are multi-millionaires and some of them are literally miserable. They're like, the whole company, the whole organization is so toxic. People are not loyal because the founder is changing their mind every 5 minutes, and people are like, people do not enjoy working there. Yeah, they make millions, but it's hard. The cost is really horrible. And actually, even when they make millions, oftentimes someone who makes 20, 30K months is way more profitable and way more happier than some of these people who make millions.
100%.
So yeah, if we are attaching our worth and happiness to money, that's not how it works.
Exactly. And I heard this story so many times. We look at these people, you see, they have everything. They have the money, they have the business, they have the cars, they have the mansion, right? But a lot of them are actually miserable, right? Like because they thought that there was something to achieve, success, money, whatever it is. And when they realized that that wasn't the true fulfillment, actually,
Yeah.
that's when actually sometimes like everything that you mentioned, unfortunately, it ripples effect on everything. So like on those businesses, on the people, on the team members. And yeah, and I think a lot of people are actually on this journey of realizing that. And that's when I want to help, women going through actually in this process. Like, what do you truly actually desire? Right? Take off the money out of the picture. What do you truly desire for your life? How do you want to feel? What do you want to experience? And roll it down, right? How many people don't even take the time to just this simple step? Thinking about what they want and then roll it down clearly on a piece of paper to have a clear thing that they want to achieve. I feel like there is a lot of people that, and I used to be there, don't get me wrong, and I don't have, by no means, I don't have everything figured out, right? I don't want to
No
feel like
one, no one
to
has.
think that
Don't
everything
worry.
figured out. But yeah, I think like we tend to get lost in the, rat race of society. Oh, I need to go to school, I need to find a job, I need to find a partner, buy a house, have kids, and retire, and that's it. And I'm like,
Yeah, literally, that's the
the same
cycle.
way, right? Like that's not. I mean, that's never how I saw my life. I always felt that there was something deeper, at least for me. Um, but yeah, that's so interesting to see the way we have been programmed and conditioned in society, and what actually why now people truly crave, right? Which is connection, love,
Yeah,
fulfillment, right? Peace, right? That's a
that's true. And
really mm,
yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Now, when you're saying this, I started thinking like, for example, when I started my business, I was like, yeah, let's get more clients, more clients. I was not even looking at the money, and things were like fun, yeah, more people. I want to help more people. And yeah, I could hit
mm,
six figures, like 100K, 100 and plus, blah, blah. And at certain point, I got so obsessed with more and more and more, not
mm,
like, I don't know how to explain it. Like after you make six figures, you're saying, is that all? That's why
yeah,
I'm doing it. Like it was really strange. And I said, okay, I made 100K, and now what? Is that
yes,
all?
exactly. And now
And
what?
yeah, at certain point, I was having so many clients, and a lot of one-on-one clients, also like taking almost everything that comes, every opportunity. And at certain point, I was like, I didn't have time to go work out. I didn't have time to go out for a 1 hour walk. Like I was working in all different time zones all over the world. And at some point I was like, is that it? Like that cannot be it. And
Mm,
it's very important. Like your work is very important, because we usually, when we say I want XYZ, we do not think like the full spectrum of emotions and challenges that is coming with this.
100%. And sometimes you will be surprised how even some of those things, they are not sometimes truly what we want, or even sometimes they are built on some type of wounds that we
Yeah,
can have.
yeah,
Oh, let's say I'm gonna achieve all this success so my mom can finally love me.
yeah, yeah,
See the pattern? So actually, this is not even built on what we truly want. It's built on the wound. So let's clear that wound. And there's nothing wrong to achieve something, to want to achieve something, to be an ambitious person. Nothing wrong with that. But do we do it for the right reasons? And do we do it because we want it deep down, or is it because we want to prove something, chase something, be accepted, be loved, whatever the story is behind it, right?
yeah. Very, very true.
Hmm.
Very true. And I find that, like, for myself, since we are speaking for like about that for the moment, like, I think that we need, as as humanity, because this is a past trauma for the past generations, we need to understand that money comes easily. Like, you do not have to die on this hill in order to make some money and to make
Yeah.
I don't know, 7 figures because this coach makes 7 figures, or because like whatever you name it, because we're like scrolling Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and we're looking at some people and you say, yeah, I want that, I will work hard, but hold on for a second. Like, is this what you said? Is this really what you want? And
Because also,
if you have that car, or if you have that bag, what's going to happen? Like,
you know
you
what's
will
funny
say I
also,
made
Mom?
it, or what?
Yeah, you know what's also funny is we spend our life chasing all those things, right?
Yeah.
Car, money, success, etc. But at the end of the day, think of it, we are not going to bring any of that with us when we leave this earth. None of those things will come with us. One other time my mentor told me that, and I was just like, this is so simple and this is so true. And I'm like, so I was just asking for myself, what are we doing? What are we doing in this, society? Go and make the money and all that. I'm just like, it asks for a lot of, reflection for yourself if you want. But yeah, none of that would come with us. But at the end of the day, what we would take is all the journey, all the experience that we get, all the skills, obviously, that we get, the person that we become, actually. Who did we become during our time, that we got to spend here? And so, yeah, that's such a an important realization to make, especially if you want, to have a good life. Sometimes there's people, they take years to make those realization, right? You must see that with a lot of people who have a lot of success, right? They thought they would get there, and then at the end of the day, they're not fulfilled. So yeah, that's why I was so passionate about this work. Like, there is a lot of things to do, and I especially want to help women, because I feel like men are getting impacted by this, of course, but women on a different spectrum, we also, be so conditioned, to be the caregivers, we need to nurture the family, nurture the children, and at the same time, have a career and have a business. And I'm like, what? And then who is there to fulfill their cup? Right? A lot of women,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I feel like they are running on empty. Like I was running, I was so depleted. And how can you operate efficiently with your spouse, with your kids, with your business, with your clients, if you underneath all of it, you're just running on empty, right? So important to refill your cup.
Yeah, I'm all about becoming rich and fulfilled, like not just rich for the sake of, because I'm a
100%.
business mentor. I really help people make more money through their business, and that's the point. But I also want people to be really fulfilled, because I really have seen
Absolutely.
both sides. And to me, if you're not feeling fulfilled, and if you're not enjoying what you're doing, it's like, and if you do not have time to take care of your health, to have a healthy
Mhm.
relationship and the quality of life, actually, it doesn't make sense to me personally.
Yes. Oh, 100%. I totally agree with you on that. And that's such a big distinction to make, right?
Yeah.
Money is not everything. Yes, money is going to take off a lot of stress off your shoulder, right? Not having to worry about, oh my God, how I'm going to pay the next bill, 100%. But it's not everything, right? Like, find fulfillment, and whatever it is, doesn't even have to build a business, right? I feel with social media these days, I mean, especially in the entrepreneurial, you must see this. I feel like everyone feels, oh, I need to build a business. And I'm like, is this what you want? Some people want to be artists, right? They want to be singers, painters, whatever it is. And if you want to be an artist, that's amazing. Some people want to, well, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. Well, amazing. Be an amazing stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
We need those moms as well, right? No, all the women wants to have career and businesses. I don't believe that, the feminism that will empower women and we build business and career. It's not for everyone, right? So at the end of the day, find what's good for you. Like, think about, what do you truly want? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, some women who are not in that queen archetype, they might be much like feel much better, and actually money is going to come when they're in their feminine energy, when they're in their like housewife energy, wife. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. I totally agree that we are not men as women. We are not meant to, let's say, chase success the same as men. Like I tried. Like I was in finance for 3 years. Like let you imagine the masculine world that I
yeah,
was surrounded with. And I was doing everything they were telling me. Melissa, set some goals, for yourself, like work 6 days a week, like go for it, grind, blah, blah, blah. And then I got burnt out
yeah,
because I was like,
yeah.
this is
We
not sustainable for me.
we as
For me.
women really need to do it, not the bro way, but the feminine way, and
Feminine
actually
way, exactly. Feminine way.
feminine
There is
way. And
feminine way to lead in business.
but do you know, I have found that actually the feminine way, if you want to build a business, especially the feminine way, you actually need systems and
Of
all of
course.
these automated thing, because many people are saying like, I don't want funnels, this is bro marketing. Yeah, but if you do not have an automated system, then you need to do it the bro way, because this is actually the misconception. The easier way is when your messaging is hyper on point, and really every post is hyper precise and brings clients. When you have this sales system running, so it's easier. Otherwise, you need to be grinding and to do it the difficult way.
I agree
So,
that. So yes, I don't want women to mistake that as well. The feminine
mm,
way, the intuition way, the soul way. Yes, it is easier. Yes, it is, especially if you can tap into that flow, everything comes out easier. For me, for example, I'm able to do very intuitive content right now, and just like it's coming through in 10 minutes,
yeah,
done, it's right written, right? But I totally agree with you with the fact that you need a system, you need a schedule, right? Like you need, because at the end of the day, you're working, I mean, for us as coaches, we're working with people, right? And so
yeah, yeah,
obviously there is not everybody is going to be ready to work with you right now, right? A follow-up system, tracking system, right? So you can recontact people, having them engage, or, I don't know if you like newsletter, like you can write newsletters, whatever it is for you, right? Tracking system is very important, like a schedule in your calendar. It doesn't have to be rigid, but at least
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
a target for the week. Let's say, well, I want to release 3 social media posts. Okay, perfect. Make sure it is done. Doesn't matter if you do it Monday or Friday. It needs to be done for the week. Let's say, right? And at least having, because consistency is what matters at the end of the day, right? The more people show you on a consistent basis, the more they see you as reliable, they trust you, and then they want to work with you.
Yeah, that's really important. But it's nice because I love what you're doing, because you're not working only with entrepreneurs, right? Like in
So
general.
with women in general, but only women in their late 20s, early 30s who have a corporate career that they're starting a business. Usually, yeah, it can be some people who are facing some burnout, or
Yeah,
women who feel this sense of loss of direction in life that I'm working with. Yeah, that's about the people I
that's
like to work
amazing.
with.
And
Thank
yeah,
you.
since you're the only one here and no one else is going to present themselves today, would you like to share or ask me anything like what's the thing that's challenging, or what do you think should be the next step? Is there something that is currently putting you in the position like, I want to improve this when it comes
Yeah,
to marketing, sales, content?
yeah. No, that's a very good question. So far I've been, comfortable, with Facebook as a platform. I like Instagram. I've been starting a little bit on TikTok. And then I'm thinking like, well, at the end of the day, do I need to be everywhere? On the whole I noticed YouTube is a big one too. And I'm like, do I really want to do long form content type of thing? But so I'm like, would you suggest, is it better to be amazing at one or two platform, or would it be interesting to eventually, be a little
Yeah,
bit everywhere?
based on my experience with clients and myself, because it's different, I'm not always doing what I do for my clients and vice
Yeah.
versa, because everyone is in a different stage. and the businesses and niches industries are different, I would say that you'd rather have two platforms that are hyper easy for you to do it. If it's like, this feels so hard, so difficult, like if you prefer reels and short form content, okay, like do one reel per day or like three per week, whatever is that you're doing, and just repurpose it on 2, 3 platforms. If you want TikTok, for example, if you're just starting, I would definitely focus on Facebook and YouTube.
For Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because Facebook's ecosystem is really great. You have the groups where you can find clients, leads, you can grow your audience. People on Facebook are reading actually if you post long form post. People are going to watch if you're doing lives. While on Instagram, it's great platform, but it requires more effort, to
Yeah.
actually
It's a little bit different.
carousels are performing there better, but for me personally, it takes more time for me. While on Facebook, I can just write one post in 10 minutes and just post it. If you love
Yeah.
Instagram and you love carousels and reels and all of this, go for it. Like, I'm not saying you should not do it, but if you're just starting, and what I have like noticed with all my clients, Facebook and YouTube have the highest conversion rate.
Yeah, I noticed there can be a lot of engagement. Some of the Facebook group that just put the other day I was a women entrepreneur group, and I just put, oh, curious what originally got you started in business. And the post blew up, like more than 100 responses. I'm like, wow, I love it. And then you start engaging, with women. Do you have, by the way, any other Facebook group that you would recommend to be in?
Try all Facebook groups where your target audience, this is what's important. Where is your target audience? Because if you're not looking for entrepreneurs, maybe it's not the right thing for you. But if you want women who are starting their business or who already have business and you want, like, this is your ideal client, go for all these groups. Like, there are amazing groups, really. Also, even if the group, sometimes groups that are smaller are actually way more engaged. People are more natural there. The communication is happening more natural. While sometimes huge groups like 200, 300 people are not always like the best. But try where post in different groups. Don't just post once and say,
Oh yeah, no, that's something consistency again, like coming back.
because sometimes one post could have 2 comments in one group but 200 in another group.
Yes, 100%.
So test where your ideal client is and where you're having like the highest engagement and success rate in terms of people are commenting, and the people who are commenting are actually the right people, so you can bring them to your DMs, you can start conversations with them, and you can actually make some sales, not just for the sake of the engagement.
Yeah, thank you so much for the advice. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, great. I will take note of all of that.
How is your content process happening? Because unfortunately,
I'm having fun. I'm having fun. That's what matters. I just bought those cute, little mics to start, having a clear sound. Putting myself out there on Facecam, sharing a story. I'm like, okay, let's be, so work in progress. I love carousel actually, so I'm having fun on Canva, crafting little things.
Yeah.
I also put some thoughts on threads, like, it's a little bit like Twitter style, but like mostly text. There's a lot of people there too. And sometimes, like when I share an idea somewhere, I just repurpose it. Like for video, I re-put it on TikTok. For I say a sentence, I put it on thread that I said in the previous reel or whatever it is. I'm just having fun. Like I'm just exploring, like also something I do is that I'm not obsessing over results, if you can put it this way. I'm just having fun. I'm like, let's just put this thought. Let's see who engage with that. Let's just put this reel. Let's see what happens, right? And I'm just like, just having fun in the process and just learning for myself, like just putting myself face cam and talking. That's a huge win for me. You see what I mean? So
you're going to have a lot of success because this is how it works. When we are obsessing and when we are saying, no, I'm going to rock Instagram right now, and it flops, like every reel is going to flop, every post. But when you are actually exploring and finding what works for you, for your niche, for your ideal client, this is when it works really great.
Yeah, and also just start a podcast. I'm like excited about it. I'm like just recording, like make a jingle and everything. I'm just like, oh my God, this is real. My voice is out there, in the world. So I'm just like very, very excited for the process and the learning curve. Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me, the people who are going to watch the replay on YouTube and in the Success Circle, how they can find you, how they can work with you, the name of your program, what is currently the space they can work with you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So people can find me on Facebook. My name is Melissa Courade. I think you can tag me on there. I'm also on Instagram, same name that where you can find me and reach out to me. Right now, I'm hosting a 12-week program for my clients, and I'm just taking on board 2 extra women for the month of August. So the program is a 12-week journey. So the first call is obviously to discover what it is that you truly want to, what is your desire, what is the blockages that you have been facing in business, in life, in whatever it is, if you like clarity, those type of things. I explain a little bit about my world and how my work works, and we see if it's a fit to work together. So some of the women obviously that I want to work for is women who are committed, right? I want to make sure that we using our time efficiently, and so that each time that I give a practice to do, I want to make sure that they are doing it right. I cannot, I need a certain level of commitment from the women to be able to have the work works, right? I cannot do everything by myself, and it requires some form of discipline, commitment, courage as well, because the work that we do here about feeling our emotion, feeling what's been happening, so as things are going to be like something are going to surface, but it's a beautiful journey. I'm here to hold their hands, and if they are ready to embody this work, I'm here to support them.
Wonderful. I love that.
Thank you so much, Marina, for the time and for the chat. It was very very insightful and so nice to connect with the women in Europe. Like, I think how wild this is in this side of the world.
Yeah, this call is supposed to have like more people, and every time like there are 5, 6 or 10 people who subscribed, but there is most of the time it's 1 or 2, 3 people. But what I love is that we really can have a conversation and not like hurry. Okay, you have like 3 minutes, everyone, because there are too many people. And I love more curated spaces and so that I can talk to you.
That's amazing. When are you gonna host the next one? Is it once a month?
Yeah, it's once a month, but the last time many people DM'd me and said like I missed it due to many different reasons, so I hosted another one this month.
Okay.
Usually it's around the middle of the month.
Okay. Well, I'll follow maybe for the next one. That could be fun.
Sure, yeah, because every time there are different people, so you can build connections, you can find someone who you can collaborate with, and
100%.
clients, etc.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you for your time, Marina, and enjoy your day. Is it the evening over there? What time is it?
It's 6:40 p.m.
6:40
right now.
Okay, perfect. For me, it's the morning. It's 8:40. I'm starting my day.
Ooh, very early. Yeah, maybe that's why many people are not able to join, because it's early for the US, Canada, the other side of the world.
Canada. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
sometimes I will try to make it later in my evening so we can get more people.
Of course, yeah. I need to adjust for everybody, but that's great. Well, thank you so much for the opportunity and talk to you later.
Yeah, send me in a DM your
Yes,
short bio and some information for your program, and I'm
perfect.
going to upload the replay and to feature you.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great
Bye.
day. Bye.